There's a stage in business that many experienced service providers and consultants eventually reach. Clients are coming in because your work is solid, so you've got a pretty steady revenue stream. When you reach this stage, everything looks stable on the outside. But behind the scenes, running that business is wearing you out, and almost everything about your business is stored inside of your head. So the days filled with messages, follow-up calls, decisions, and small details that rely on just one person, you. So by the end of the week, you find yourself wondering why things feel so hectic all the time, and technically nothing is wrong, but you're exhausted with no relief in sight. And more than likely, the work itself isn't the problem. The clients aren't the problem either. What's actually happening is the structure supporting your business hasn't fully caught up with the level of responsibility that you now have, because you are the business. Without you, the business doesn't function. That's usually the moment when a business is ready for what I call a systems reset. And it's not because something is necessarily broken, and it's not because you've done something wrong, but it is because the back end of the business that you're operating now was built for an earlier version of your journey as an entrepreneur and business owner. See, one of the first signs of this shows up when everything still depends on you. You're the one remembering all the details. You're the one tracking all the deadlines. Processes live mostly in your head, and even small decisions seem to require your input before anything can move forward. And at first, this feels normal because you're the expert and the one delivering the work. But over time, this creates pressure because the business can only move as fast as you can keep up with it. Another signal that it's time for a systems reset is when it comes to your client experience. Without a clear system guiding that process and that relationship, every engagement is different. Some clients know what to expect, while others are unsure about the process, and you're unsure as well. So you may find yourself repeating the same explanations, answering the same questions, requesting the same information over and over again, or adjusting things along the way on the fly just to keep projects moving forward. And then there's your calendar. When a business begins to outgrow its structure, the calendar is often the first place where the strain really becomes visible. You double book yourself. Calls start stacking up back to back, so they leave you no room to breathe. Follow-ups, well, they just fall through the cracks. And requests that come in, they feel urgent, even when they probably aren't. So before long, there's very little space left for you to think about the direction that the business is going, or even improve how work actually happens. Now, if any of this sounds familiar, again, it doesn't mean your business is failing, and it doesn't mean you're failing as a business owner. Often it means the opposite. It means your business has reached a point where it requires more support, stronger support behind the scenes. So it needs a system reset. So over the next few episodes of the podcast, we're going to take a closer look at 3 specific areas where this kind of reset can make the biggest difference for you as a service provider or consultant. We're going to talk about the systems that support your business operations, the way new clients are brought into your ecosystem, and how the structure of your calendar can either protect your capacity or slowly drain it. And the goal is not for you to overhaul everything overnight. It's simply for you to pause and notice where your business is relying on you more than it should, so that you can start giving those areas the structure that's needed now so that your business can continue to grow without being totally dependent on you. Because often the next stage of growth doesn't require more effort, but it does require better support for the work you're already doing.